Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 back again with another movie review. Last night I watched George Lucas's directorial debut, American Graffiti. Now, I love the 60s, don't get me wrong. I love the 50s and the 60s. This is probably my favorite era in time besides the 40s. I mean, not the 40s, but... well, yeah, I did like the 40s too. The Roaring 20s, Golden Era, etc. But to be honest with you, I thought this movie was an incomprehensible, garbled mass of gibberish. I had absolutely no idea what was going on. And I consider myself a pretty intelligent person. Was absolutely no plot. It didn't follow a set sequence of events, and this was all supposed to occur in one night, and I thought, the hell it can, I don't think so. The only thing I liked about this particular film were the cars. The cars were absolutely gorgeous. Every single machine I saw, well, except for the Citroen. The Citroen was kind of dorky. But, other than that, the only other thing that I like besides the clothing for the era, which I love, is, the music. I love, absolutely adore music from the 50s and 60s. Please me. Oldies but goodies. But it just, to me, yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. I'm recording. I'm doing a review. I'm doing a review. Could you wait for a minute, please? I am doing a review. Sorry, I don't mean to yell. Friday. Yes, I would love to go. Sorry about that. My dad is a little bit hard of hearing. He doesn't put in his hearing aids and... Huh? I will. Just give me a moment, alright? Thank you. Again, sorry. What are you gonna do? Oy vey! Anyway, back to my original train of thought. American Graffiti, I just didn't care for all too terribly much. If you're a fan of the film, please, 1,000 apologies. I didn't really care for it all that much, and it didn't impress me. And my father made this comment that probably it was the first film that used a lot of really strong language for the time. I mean, for a PG movie, they had a lot of finger throwing, and you know, actually I thought it was kind of tame because I've seen worse than that. I've seen European films, and our films by that standard would be considered extremely tame, and that label is probably the closest thing you'll come to a Canadian label. I've actually seen Canadian labels on the back of DVDs, and those are rated PG-13 are usually PG, and those who are PG are usually G. So, you know, just a little bit of cultural reference there. It's interesting. But this movie is not. You just sit there and you think, what in the hell is going on? It just doesn't make any sense. And well, if you're interested in a movie about the 50s and the 60s, I would recommend it. If you're a lover of automobiles, I would definitely look at this movie, because the cars in this film are just to die for. There was a T-Bird in the movie I really, really wanted, but since I'm poor, I can't afford it. Like, actually, there were a lot of cars in that movie that I wanted to own, but one can dream. this is just a look back on actors when they were younger. I mean, Richard Dreyfuss, you see him, you think, my God, he's so good looking. Well, he's so good looking now. And Harrison Ford, he wasn't half bad looking either. I mean, he's still handsome. But you get to see all these different characters when actors when they were younger. And Wolfman Jack's in it too, so I thought that was pretty cool. Wolfman Jack's awesome. I mean, he's an icon. He's totally boss, as they would say. But other than that, I would give this movie. I'm not even going to be generous this time. 1 star. Just one little star. Doesn't deserve 2. It's not good enough for 2. Because there's no plot. I mean, it's just there, and it doesn't follow any set rhyme or reason. It just happens in one night. Maybe in the Twilight Zone, but not in real life. Unless you have some sort of sequence where you have a character that is completely stoned out of his mind, then yeah, I can believe that. But no, not in this case. This is just, I really don't have anything else to say about this movie. It's not the worst movie I've seen, but believe me, I've seen far worse than this. I heart Huggabees. But that's about all I have to say about that. And then I was just going to update you about what I have recently completed. I finished Fringe, which is a comedy. I think you can label it under romance, but it's also under friendship, and there are some morals to be taken away from it. But it's on fictionpress.com if you want to read it. And my screen name there is Tiger Lily 98. I'm going to be working on my script Resistance, which is going to be my first apocalyptic script. I have never done anything like this before, but it's going to be my version of what I think will happen during the rapture. I know a lot of other people have probably already written about this subject, but you don't really see very many films about it. Left Behind is the only one. And I think I want to do something a little bit more realistic. Yeah, I'm sure that everything that they researched is accurate. I'm a firm believer in that, but since it's been on my mind quite a bit with 2012, I'd like to add that I think that 2012 is going to be a new era of intellectual expansion and a new chapter in our lives. We're going to expand spiritually. I don't know if anybody else believes in this. I'm a theoretical scientist. I have no proof of this. I've read a lot of books that suggest the same idea. But beyond that, I really have nothing else to say other than I think we're entering into a new age. And it's about time, because I think that we have so much to learn, and life is all about learning. And life is an adventure, and you must enjoy it while you can, because it's fleeting. But what happens, I think, beyond that is all the more rewarding. This is just a testing ground. This is just to prove your worthiness as a individual or human being, and what you can do to help others and whatnot. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Other people might not agree with that, but I just put that out there in the open for you to wrestle with and process. So that's it for now.